Welcome to 9th program of the software testing. Design, develop, code and run program in any suitable language to solve the commission problem. Analyze it from the perspective of data flow testing. Derive the test cases, execute these test cases and discuss the results. Right. We already implemented the commission problem. Right. The same code has been analyzed here. Right. Then consider the data flow testing. We have to derive the test cases based on the data flow testing criteria. Right. This is very simple. We have to assign the statement fragments for each statement. Those statement fragments are nothing but the numbers. Right. Then the main constraint in this data flow testing is nothing but we have to exclude the non-executable statements like declaration of the variables. Only we are going to consider about the executable statements, right, for deriving the test cases. Right. Then here these numbering are nothing but the statement fragments for each statements for identification of a particular statement using the variables. Right. Then for the commission problem, that mainly uses three inputs: logs, stocks and the barrels. The conditions have been given for each variable. Logs has the value in between 1 to 70, stocks has the value in between 1 to 80, barrels has the value in between 1 to 90. Right. Then there are 42 statement fragments are there. Right. Based on that, we need to identify where the variable is defined and also where the variable has used. Right. The defined node is nothing but the variable which receives a value, that is called as a defined node. Used node is nothing but the variable already receives some value, the value has been used somewhere. Right. That has to be identified. Consider an example. Variable name, here is a log price. This has defined at node 7. The log price has been used at the node 24. Similar. See, in this case, at the 7th statement fragment, the log price that receives some value, this is called as a defined node. Right. Then at the 24, this comes under the RHS side of the assignment operator. L price value is what? 45. Right. It already receives value, the variable has been used here. Right. This is called as an used node, this is called as an defined node. Right. Like that we need to identify the defined and the used node for a particular variable that has been given here. Right. Stock price has been defined at 8, used at 25. Similarly, barrel price has been defined at 9, then used at 26. Total logs has been defined at 2 nodes, one is 10 and the other one is 16. This also an example of this defined node and the user node is nothing but defined node is considered as left hand side of the assignment operator, the variable has assigned, whereas the used node is nothing but right hand side of the assignment operator. That is called as an example of the defined and the used node. Right. Similarly, for some of the variables has been taken. Right. Depends on the variables, we need to identify the defined node and the used node for a particular variable. Then how you can derive the test cases using this table. Right. Using the data flow testing criteria. Right. The main aim is to identify whether the given variable is definition clear. Right. Then what do you mean by definition clear? The definition clear is nothing but it satisfies DU node or path. Right. What is this D? D is in defined node. U stands for the used node. In between defined and the used node, no other node that defines the particular variable. Then that path is known as a definition clear. This is the deriving of the test cases for the data flow testing. Clear? Right. Then consider an example. See, we have taken the test case ID, description for the particular variable, where it can define and where it can used, the variable path, that is beginning and the end of the nodes. Right. See, The variable name is log price. Log price is the variable name. This has been defined at 7. The variable has been used at 24, right? 7 comma 24. 7 is the beginning node for the variable log price. 24 is the user node for the variable log price, right? DO paths. How many paths are there in between 7 to 24? 7, 8, 9, 10 up to 24. In between 7 to 24, is there any other node that defines the variable that receives some value? If that is the case, then this is considered as not a definition clear. See, in this case, I have taken the variable name is an log price. This has started at 7th. Then the variable has used at 24 statement fragment, right? In between 7 to 24, is there any other node that defines the variable log price? See, no other node that defines in between 7 to 24 defines the log price variable. Then we can say this is an definition clear path. Yes, clear, right? Then for the next variable, stock price has been defined at 8, used at 25. Path has been mentioned, beginning and the end. These paths has comes under this, right? Then whether the definition clear or not, that has to be checked. See the code. This is the starting node for the stock price. 25 is the user node here, right? In between, no other node that defines stock price variable, right? Then this is called as a definition clear. Consider an example of whether the node is definition clear or not using the variable total logs. Consider in this case 10 comma 16. 10 is the total logs that receives some value. 16 is total logs that receives the value as well as it is considered as the user node, right? In between 10 to 16, is there at 11th or 12th, 13, 14, 15, is there any other node that defines this total logs value? No, right? Then we can consider this is a definition clear path. Similarly, total logs that has defined at node 10, used at node 12. There are certain paths has been mentioned by using the nodes, right? Then see, 10 to 12, right? There is no total logs has been considered in between 10 to 12. Then we can say this is not a definition clear, right? Then next, 10 to 24. What is this 10? 10 is the total logs. 24 is the, see, 10 is the total logs that receive some value. 24 is total logs has been used here. In between 10 to 24, is there any other node that defines total logs? See, 11th is total stocks, total barrels. 13, 14 is the while loop, 15 printf. Then at 16, total logs that act as both the defined node and the user node. Then what is the definition of definition clear? No other path in between starting and the ending of the variable, right, that defines the variable. But here total logs has been defined, it receives some value and assign it to total logs. Then we can say this is not an definition clear path. Clear? Like that we need to identify some of the variables. Based on the variables of beginning and the end of the nodes, that is the defining and the user nodes, we need to identify whether the path is a definition clear or not, right? This is all about the test cases for the data flow testing. Thank you.